welcome back to my channel. My name is Rita. So today I want to chat through with you the travel system that we have bought for our little one when they arrive. So the brand that we've gone for is Silver Cross, and the model of this system is called the Wave. So there are many reasons why we ended up choosing this travel system, and I will go through with you all the pros and cons and why we've chosen this one in the end. So as mentioned, the brand that we opted for is called Silver Cross. It is a UK brand based up in Yorkshire, I believe, and they were founded in 1877. So they have a very, very long history of making buggies and strollers, prams, what have you. They have made them for the royal family to use in the past. Celebrities have used them, regular people have used them. And so, well, we really like the idea that it was a UK brand. Everything is made within the UK. We like the fact that it has such a long heritage and experience of making these buggies. Actually, I believe that Silver Cross is one of the first pram makers in Britain, so they have quite a long legacy, which I think speaks volumes for when you're trying to choose the buggy system and the brand that's right for you. And also, they make it for the royal family, so if it's good enough for the royals, then I think it would be more than adequate for us. We really like this system. So as mentioned, this system is the Wave, and what I like most about it is that straight out the box you get all these items. I believe actually the changing bag is an extra accessory that we got, but the travel system, it comes with the Silver Cross Simplicity car seat, which is a rear-facing car seat. So ideally you'd be having your little one in there, rear-facing in the car from birth until roughly about 12 months old, maybe slightly longer. Then we've also got the Carrycot here, which is suitable from birth to roughly about 6 months. And the reason for that is that for spine development and growth, the baby should be lying flat in an ideal world. And then we've also got the seat unit here, which is the item closest to me, and this can carry a child from about 6 months. So you would transition the child from the Carrycot into the seat unit around about 6 months, and it can carry a child through until roughly about 4 years of age, or approximately 22 kgs. So again, it's kind of whatever comes faster, but just definitely double check the weight requirements for health and safety for this seat unit. Straight out the box, it can be converted from a single stroller to a double stroller, and when it is set up as a double stroller, the seats are like stadium seating, so the seat that is closer to you would be normally higher, and then the seat further away from you would be kind of set a bit lower. And for us, we really like this. We've seen some travel systems whereby it is the reverse, so the child closest to you would be almost sat in the shopping basket, and then the other seat would be higher but further away from you, and that's something that we definitely didn't want. So what I'll do is I'll take you through unit by unit here, show you the pros and cons, how everything kind of fits together, how you adapt things and dock things into the stroller, into the sachet. And I'll also tell you how to fold the whole stroller down, and then how to unfold it and erect the stroller again. So first of all, we have the Simplicity model car seat. we've got the handle here, so you can lift it in and out of the car quite easily. There is a bit of a sunshade, not much. That is definitely a con. I don't know why they don't have more of a sunshade, but they don't. This is as far as it will go. So this is the hood of the car seat. In terms of the foot cover, the foot cover is held on by elastic bands. So if I take this off, you can see that it is quite easy to put on and then also take off. And here you can see that there is a lot of extra padding for a newborn. You can move this up and down using the levers at the back, like that. You've got seatbelt straps here, so if you unbuckle it, you've got a 2-point harness. And then you just kind of overlay one on top of the other, make sure it kind of all fits and clips together before clipping it into the buckle itself. If you needed to adjust anything, you've got buttons that you can adjust to make the seatbelt straps tighter or looser, so you can have it fully adjustable to your child. And that's about it really. So as you can see now, this is docked into the stroller. If you wanted to take it out, what you would do is you would press this button here on one side, and then on the other side, and then you can take the entire car seat off. So this, we have got a matching ISO base, which is currently installed into the car. And so what we plan to do is transport the baby in here when we know we're going on car trips, and so we can lift them in and out quite easily from the stroller into the car and vice versa. The car seat is suitable for children from birth until approximately 12 months old. It is a rear-facing car seat, so as the child gets older, then they can start facing outwards, and so you would probably need to get a new car seat as they outgrow this one. But this is the car seat. With this car seat, in order to fit it onto the stroller, you do need adapters. Here, I've got my adapters, left and right, so it is super easy to kind of just slot them in and put the car seat on top, as you previously saw. So the grey buttons eject the adapters out of the stroller system. But you won't need this for the ISO base, it's only for the stroller. For the ISO base, you would just be using the clips at the bottom of the car seat, and that will directly click into the car. So here is the Carrycot, and as mentioned, it is suitable for the first 6 months of life. You should be transporting your baby in a flat position, ideally, unless they're in the car seat, of course. And this Carrycot is suitable for overnight sleeping. Reason being is that there is these vent systems at the head and at the toes of the Carrycot, which you can open and close. And so again, this is to help with ventilation, circulation of air, just to maximise breathability within the Carrycot itself. It's got a solid base, so again it's offering that support for growth and development of the spine. And let me show you. And you just dock it just like that. Let me move this out of the way. So it was very easy to dock. To eject this out of the stroller, you would pull on these two tabs on the side and it will come off. And to pop it back, you just align up the adapters and then click it into place. And that is how that would work. The Carrycot comes with a bumper bar, and you could use this bumper bar to help get this in and out. The bumper bar does also come off completely, so you could just release one side and have it fall to the side like that when you're not using it. But you could also take the whole bumper bar off. I'm just gonna put this back on. Just again, clicks back on super easily. The Carrycot also comes with a hood for sun protection. If you want extra protection, you've got an internal piece that you can pull out and it will just give you that extra bit of coverage as well. So that is really good. Additionally, if it is a hot day, you can unclip this and fold it upwards. And as you can see, this is completely mesh, and this will allow for extra ventilation of air through into the Carrycot. So that's another method of adding airflow. And of course, if it isn't an extremely sunny day, you can just put the whole hood down to have ease of access and see your baby that way. This foot cover comes off as well very easily, as you just saw. It's held together with two magnets and two Velcro bits. So next I have to show you is the seat unit. So this is the seat unit. The seat unit is suitable for children 6 months. So as mentioned, you transition your child roughly at 6 months from the Carrycot to the seat, and it can hold a child up until the age bracket of roughly 4 years old, or I think the weight limit is roughly about 22 kgs. And this is what the seat unit looks like. Again, to dock this in, you just align up the sides and then you're good to go. So with this seat unit, it has the sun hood for protection, similar to what you saw with the Carrycot. It has, this is the furthest it will go, but it also has the extra little protection at the front. It has the mesh airflow right through here. And again, if you don't want that, you can just fold this back down and clip this on with the magnetic clip. And also you have a peekaboo window, which comes in handy. Probably not so much in this setup, but if you have the seat unit facing, world facing, then you could, as a parent, see your child quite easily, because this will be completely flipped around the other way. But you have a peekaboo window, and again, this is held together with magnets here as well. So again, it keeps it securely in place if you want to have that covered up. The foot cover comes off very easily, again, all magnetic. And then you've got two more magnetic tabs on the side, and then you can see that it comes off really easily. So in terms of the chair unit itself, it has 3 different reclining settings. So this is sat upright. With the tab on the back, you can set it back. And this is the second setting. And then you have one more setting. And this is a setting which kind of lays the child down as flat as it will go. So this would probably be more appropriate for if the child was asleep. And to bring it up, you just pull on the tab at the back, and there you have it. So the tab on the back looks like this, and then you just lift it up to get the setting that you want. This seat comes with its own bumper bar. So as mentioned, you can take it off on one side and just kind of leave that hanging. If you want to, you can completely take it off as well. In terms of the footrest, this is angled up. Again, with the footrest, similar to the chair itself, it's got 3 settings. You've got this setting where it's up. You pull on the lever at the bottom and you can lower it to an angled setting. And then you've got one more setting whereby you can pretty much put it further down as well. So it's kind of first setting, second setting, third setting, similar to that. In terms of the seat belt, so this seat belt has what I would say is a 5-point harness. So you've got 1 at the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5 connections here. And then you just press the middle big button to eject. And you can see that these 2 are still connected together. However, if you wanted to undo them, they come off completely. So they are essentially 5 points harness. To connect them back, you just need to jigsaw them back together, put them in place, and then you can pop them back into the car, into the seat belts. I think for every day, we would probably keep it connected here, just for ease of use, for getting the child in and out. I think that makes probably the most sense. In terms of the seat belts, you have 3 different positions that you can thread the harness through, depending on the height of your child, and it is super easy to thread these through. So if I spin this back around, so you can see that if you lift this tab here, this is where the seat belts kind of get threaded through, and you've got your 3 positions, your 3 height positions, and it's a simple case of just threading it through this buckle through the hole, and then you reposition it to a higher setting or a lower setting, whichever one is more suitable. I mean, it's not something that you would tend to do on a day-to-day basis or anything, because once you've set the right setting for your child, I'm sure that they'll probably stay within that setting for a year or so. But it is nice to know that if you do need to adjust the setting, you can do it quite easily and quite quickly as well. Additionally, this liner comes out completely, so if your child has made a mess with food, what have you, you can quite easily take this liner off and hand wash it in a bucket, in the bathtub, and it will dry, and then you can just pop it back. Again, is another pro to know that you can just take this off quickly, give it a good wash or wipe down, and then just kind of reinsert it again. And I think that is everything regarding the seat units. So here you can see me putting this all back on, and it doesn't take more than a couple of seconds really. It is super fast, super convenient, and there you have it. So we really like the look of this stroller. We like the fact that it is fully adaptable in terms of having a seat unit, a Carrycot and a car seat. We like the fact that this travel system is future-proof. As mentioned, you can carry 1 child or 2 children on this stroller, it will be a stadium seating setup, which we really like. The quality is very robust. Everything is luxury quality. It's got really good finishing. It's got a good feel. One thing I haven't mentioned actually, which I'll do now, is the changing bag. So the changing bag doesn't come standard as out from the box. We purchased this in addition. So I really like the changing bag because the colour of the changing bag matches all the fabrics of all the individual units of the stroller. And also it is a backpack. I really like a backpack style changing bag. It might not be to everyone's taste, but I like the fact that the weight is on your back, you're not like lopsided with a shoulder bag, but also it keeps your hands free. So if you have little ones that you need to be running around after, you can have this on your back and it's secure and it's safe there. So as a backpack it will look like this, but you can also hold it by its handle here. So if you want to have it like that, you can. And you can also have it, if you shorten up the straps a little bit, you can have it as a shoulder bag as well. So again, there are different options for how you wish to carry it. So the bag comes with the stroller clips. They are Velcro and they clip onto the bag. So you can clip these on very easily, like that. And then attach your bag as needed. So what I haven't spoken about is how to actually change this buggy into a tiered or a stadium seating. So as you can see, it's just currently set up for one child. But if we did want to put 2 children in here, take this off. And out of the box, you will find these tandem connectors, left and right, clearly marked, which is handy. And then what you also want to do is you want to squeeze this grey button here and flip this, which means that the child here will sit higher, allowing enough room for the lower child to have space. So here you can see you've got your 2 children, a double stroller setup. So one thing I haven't yet shown you is how to collapse the stroller and how to erect the stroller. So I'll do that now. So just a reminder to take the seat unit out. You've got these 2 levers either side. We pull these out like that. And then with the Carrycot, it's the same thing. 2 strollers, they look exactly the same as the seat unit ones. To collapse your stroller, you've got these 2 ring pulls and you pull them towards you and then collapse it down. When you collapse, for safety reasons, you've also, on the right hand side of the stroller, you've got this extra lever here. So you'll need to pull the 2 ring ones and push this button down at the same time. Once you've heard that click, you have fully collapsed down the stroller. So one of the cons I would definitely say is that the stroller doesn't collapse down any more than this. This is as compact as it goes, which as you can see is still quite bulky. So if you don't have a car which would fit this in, that might be a consideration that you would need to make. In terms of erecting the stroller, you have a lever over here on the side, and if you unclasp this just like that and then just lift this up, wait for it to click like that, you have it all erected again. The other thing to mention is the handlebar. So I am about 5'2", 5'3". So for me, I'll probably have this on the lowest setting, as you can see here. So you can adjust it as high as this. This is very high. This is not a setting that I would use, but this is 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels, 5 levels. So you've got 5 levels for the handlebar, which I really like. My partner is 5'11", and he would probably use something more so in between the tallest, the highest level and the lowest level. So he'd probably use something like this. I have seen some strollers whereby partners are extremely tall and they struggle to use the stroller that their partners have chosen because it is quite low for them. Again, that's another consideration. I mean, there's quite a fair bit of height difference between my partner and I, but we've tested this out and we think that for us, this will be fine for us, just because it offers the flexibility and the range for different heights. So I've kind of touched upon this before, but we've kind of gone through a whole list of pros and a couple of cons, but just to kind of highlight them again, I would say the pros are straight out the box. The travel system can convert from single stroller to carrying 2 children, and you don't need to buy any other adapters. I really like the fact that the quality and the fabrics of this is very luxury. You can really feel what you're paying for, essentially. It is a very strong and a robust stroller. The sachet is something that you know can take the weight without a problem. I like the fact that it is a system, a travel system, whereby you can quite easily dock the car seat in and out, and then you can put in the bassinet or the seat units, and it's all very easy. The car seat also comes with an ISO base, or you can purchase this separately as well. So again, adding extra security and ease when docking it in and out of your car. I really like the fact that the Carrycot is certified safe for overnight sleeping. It can cut costs down on you getting a pack and play or a travel cot later. And for us, I think we'll probably use this very frequently when we're staying over at grandparents' houses, or if we're visiting friends and family. Then we don't have to necessarily rush home for nap time, and we know that this is safe, and the fabrics are all bamboo lined, so fully breathable, so there's no real worry from that point of view. In terms of the cons, I would say there's probably the 3 top cons, which are significant, being that this isn't the lightest weight stroller on the market. It is quite heavy, so if it's, depending on where you live, if it's something that you think you need to haul up 2-3 flights of stairs, this might not be the stroller for you. It is definitely a higher end spec and price point. From my point of view, for what you get in the box, I think this is definitely worth it, because you get your car seats and you get your toddler seat, your seat unit, and a Carrycot which can double up for overnight sleeping. And if you were to add all these things separately, buying another brand or another model, it could end up to be roughly the same price as what you get in one box here, and it's all encompassing. And then in terms of the last thing is, it is quite a bulky travel system. So as you saw when I folded it all down, it is still a bulky item. If it is something that you are thinking about, but you do live in a smaller flat and you might not have the space to store it, that could be one of your deciding factors. For us, we don't feel that we will be collapsing this down that frequently. We definitely have space in our house to have this fully kind of set up and standing. If you are someone that lives in the city, it could be a consideration for sure. So that kind of rounds up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some valuable tips and insights out from this. I've loved talking about the Silver Cross. Please note that this isn't a sponsored video in any way. We purchased this travel system with our own money. I just wanted to share my thoughts. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so that you know when I'm posting new content. What I might do in the future is do another full review of this travel system once the baby is here and once we've been using this on a day-to-day basis over a longer period of time. So you might see another updated review in 6 months' time where I can tell you my thoughts on using this system and how it's fared. But I'll round up this video now and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!